Syllabus, or syllabus? Is it
No,
in?
no, yeah, there is in your syllabus. You need, analyze in your fourth unit. These two chapters or two units are included there, eh? Included. So already, if you have got printed copy or photocopy collection, you can find these two texts there.
Which
If you
text,
have
sir?
these two units, unit 5 and unit 6, Santosh
Yes,
sir
I have
has it. No, Santosh sir,
Yes, I have.
you have. So you
Yes,
can
sir,
read the
I
same.
have.
If you do not
Yes.
have, I will just show you here, the chapters very quickly. A focus on socio-cultural practice. You can just see here. And then next one, text. Look at here, a matter of attitude, what to study, and how to analyze the printed text. You can get some ideas with examples from this text. I will send you. And then conclusion, okay? And next one is oral also. Let me show you oral, unit 6.
Oral, sir.
Analyzing oral text. Can you check one, Santosh sir? The
Yes, sir.
materials that you have, and then I am showing you. Does it match or not?
7. Analyzing oral text, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter the analytical focus shift and to oral text in participation, conservation, and clearly, critically analyzing the discourse of the. Yes, sir. Of course, it is matched.
Yeah. So you can read from there, okay? So, okay. These two texts for you. Again, you can read. You have a lot of time now. Okay, you can read, you can understand theoretical, person as well as some practical analysis has been given there. Okay, so it was written in 2004 by Taylor. That's a very nice text. You can find here examples. Look at the oral conversation there, and then you can analyze. Okay, you can do it. Yeah. And tomorrow, you try to attend, all of you. Tomorrow I'll send you the schedule earlier, because I'm planning to invite one guest lecturer for the class. So inform all of your friends. I try my best to connect one professor from Midwestern University, Nepal Midwestern University, and another professor from Tribhuvan University. And then you can get some exposures from them if they are agreed. I have written them email requesting to give the guest lecture for you. If they accept, hopefully tomorrow you will have guest lectures. Okay.
Oh, and sir, in which topic we will discuss?
As a whole discourse analysis, and particularly the application part. Okay. Application part, and then maybe approaches as well. So let me receive their response first.
Okay.
One of the professor, let's say teacher who is teaching there in Kirtipur, and another one is in Midwestern University, same course. Please.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But I want to request you one thing, that
Please.
if you have explain in detail only about historical approach, no sir.
Uh-huh.
If you get such kind of detailed explanation from your side about other approaches also, then it will be really beneficial for us to analyze the text practically and associating all the ideas with the approaches.
Good.
And there is one interdisciplinary approach, and there is given to the activities of institution, no? And what kinds of activities are related to the institution, and how do we relate with the approach, the analysis, the text? I am really getting confusion.
Didn't I do it in class, in our face-to-face class?
In this class, or
I think I did some classes, but may not be sufficient for you. Okay, no problem. I will deal with each unit as well. However, I have already sent you the slides. Okay.
So, sir, actually, we have collected lots of information about these approaches. So, what are the central idea belonging to this approach? I am getting difficulty to link it, sir.
That's fine. We can discuss. No problem. Yeah.
All those seem similar, isn't it? All those seem similar, and which is more effective? Yes, that may be the.
Yes. Okay. Okay. No problem. Point. No problem. You have got the access of online class, so I can discuss all of these topics one by one. You don't worry. Okay.
Sir, what should I prepare for the coming class, sir?
I have assigned you, Santosh sir, I have assigned you the task. You need to speak 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes maximum. What you understood from the article that I had, I gave you, you present, and the next one, Shivani and Bandana will also present on the another text. Please.
Article is altogether they are 17 or 18 lines, and how can we summarize within 2 or 5 minutes, sir? Is it possible?
A main idea only you can present, or your understanding. Your understanding. It is really tough job. You need to read all text and then summarize. That is really challenging. However, I'm requesting you to do that challenging job. Don't worry. Yeah, I talked a lot about this methodology, criteria, okay, and approaches. I discussed this one, historical approach, right?
Yes.
And then
we got very detailed information about historical approach.
Okay, no problem. You can just see over here very quickly. As time permits, I will show you, this multidisciplinary approach.
Yes, sir.
So you can just see here, right? I will check your key also. Madam has given me the, snap. So I will take few minutes. You can just view their, slides.
Multidisciplinary approach by Benzik.
Yes, sir.
News in press. Is research focused on the representation.
Multidisciplinary approach was developed by Benzik and out of research in pediatrics in 1980s and 1980s.
Okay. Let me present 5 to 7 minutes time.
Okay, sir.
Very very quickly. I think I am recording the. I don't know where recording or not. Let me check.
Sir, recording of first session was really excellent, sir.
Did you watch?
Yes.
I
listened many times.
All of the classes, recording of all classes. I have preserved them. I will send you if you like to watch later.
But sir, I have got only one, first class only.
Okay, I will send you later others as well. Anyway, so let me talk very briefly. Multidisciplinary approach, a plea for diversity. So this is really nice article by Van Dijk. You can see there in PDF form or in your photocopy you can find. So that was developed by Van Dijk in 1997 out of his research in media text in 1980, and in 1988 in News in the Press. So he did research through multidisciplinary approach, and then he developed that. I mean, or he made it very matured. His research focused upon the representation of ethnic groups and minorities in Europe in his research. So also known as the discourse socio-cognitive, let's say, direction to CDA. Remember that discourse socio-cognitive direction. Van Dijk says that CDA should be essentially multidisciplinary, and CDA researchers should be interested to the role of discourse in the production and reproduction of. Just a minute, I got one. Himraj sent me the request. Let me accept him.
Santosh sir, what is the plea means? Plea meaning?
Sorry?
You know?
Request.
Plea means a request or plea for diversity. Or
Appeal.
request for diversity.
Appeal.
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 Where
You
it
can
is?
you can search in Google. What's the meaning
Okay,
of?
we shall be clear.
Yeah. Sorry, I will request you not to make noise. I'm in the class. Baba in the class, please. Okay. So let me go ahead. This is also called discourse socio-cognitive direction to CDA, and Van Dijk says that CDA should be essentially multidisciplinary, and the CDA researchers should be interested to the role of discourse in the reproduction of power and a power abuse. The relationship between local and global meaning, and the interface of discourse structures with societal structure. So he focuses on the fact that the discourse analyzed or researcher should go to the society and observe the impact of language or impact of discourse in the societal level. Okay, so let me go to the next. Some examples of Van Dijk's multidisciplinary analysis are critical dimensions of moral defense of capitalism and a petition against the persecution of Microsoft downloaded from the internet. If you type these lines or these discourses in the internet, you can find its solid analysis. Okay, in you can find there in Google also. Similarly, in those works, he focused on the way discourse is involved in the reproduction of dominance. See, discourse produces the dominance also. Because of discourse, because of language, there can be the reproduction of dominance. Dominance means, you understand, no? That is the,
Yes.
yeah, okay, that is the kind of effect or impact of discourse or language in the society. So Van Dijk says that, his approach is multidisciplinary because CDA can be conducted in and combined with any approach, other approach, and subdiscipline in the humanities and social sciences, as they are the interdisciplinary area. So CDA can be analyzed. I talked that in the class also, in the face-to-face class, in relation to other areas, other disciplines like humanities or social science, or maybe in media, or maybe in other sectors, maybe a legal area or judiciary, so many other areas or disciplines, or let's say sectors. We can link that particular discourse and analyze. Okay, there are some basic assumptions under this approach that you have to keep in mind, okay, all the time. So critical analysis involves structural, production, and cognition levels of discourse. That structure, what is the structure, what is the production, how power is produced, and cognition means whether whether the text is touching about or talking about the cognition or not. Knowledge level. Cognition means knowledge. Yeah, does it provide sufficient knowledge, ideas or not? So CDA looks at the social problems. CDA, by nature, it is related with the social problems and the role of discourse in the production and reproduction of power abuse or domination. So how language is, even if you analyze the classroom language, the conversation between teacher and students, you have to see the power abuse. How many times the teacher is producing the sentences, and what is the tone of his language, whether he is dominant or not. How many times the students they interacted. So such types of thing you have to see. Power abuse in domination in critical discourse analysis. And CDA research is called as the solidarity with oppressed. I told you clearly, it always takes favor of oppressed one, marginalized one, suppressed one, those people who are ignored in the society or who is in the opposition. So always it takes favor of them. And CDA does not deny but explicitly define and defends its own socio-political, let's say, socio-political position. Socio-political means you understand, right? Yeah. And CDA is a perspective. It is a lens, theoretical lens only of analyzing discourse with a critical attitude. It always, observes the phenomena from critical point of view. Critical point of view means, it does not blindly support. Okay. It tries to see the loopholes, okay, gaps in the, society. So, yeah, critical attitude, CDA can be combined to any approach in humanities and social science. I talked already. And CDA must be accessible, teachable, and comprehensible. Okay, teachable, or let's say, comprehensible also. People, they have to understand it. And it has to be in excess of the, common people, marginalized people, dominated people. So CDA has, multidisciplinary orientation because to understand real world problems that CDA focuses on, and we need knowledge of multiple social aspects, such as we need to know about the history, culture, economics, politics, everything. So this is what multidisciplinary approach says, and CDA recognizes the strategic nature or complex mechanism of domination. How domination is created because of that particular discourse that has to be analyzed under the CDA, and it is one of the strategy of CDA. And CDA must be rigorous scholarship. Rigorous means you try to understand the term rigorous. That means systematic. Okay, it has to follow all the scientific procedures step by step. Okay, it is not kind of bluff. No, it is not vague idea. It has to based on the fact. It has to based on the reality. Okay, so that's why it is a rigorous scholarship. Multidisciplinary theories must account for the complexities of relationship between discourse structure and social structure. I told you the three layer of analysis of the text or interpretation of the text according to Norman Fairclough: textual level, discursive, and then social. Three. So that means here you need to see discourse structure means the internal aspects of the particular text, its internal mechanism, linguistic elements, and social structures means society, how it is related to the society, what meaning it has produced and it has given or communicated to the society, these things. And similarly, the theory formulation, description, problem statements, and applications are closely intertwined and mutually inspiring in CDA. So if you carry out CDA, or critical discussion analysis, it has to develop the theory. It has to describe, the problem statement. There is always, a CDA when there is a problem. Without problem, CDA never takes place. So to solve the problem, you carry out the, CDA research. So CDA should have 4 levels of adequacy. Let me go very quickly. We have 4 minutes time only.
Yes.
The theory, the triangle of discourse, cognition, and society. Triangle, you understand triangle? I presented you the picture last time in my class. I don't know whether you remember that class or not. Many of you were maybe absent also. So discourse, cognition, and society. What discourse, society, and cognition mean then? Discourse, look at. Communicative event in a broader sense, for example, conversational interaction, written text, as well as the associated gesture, face work, typographical layout, so images and any other semiotic, as Santosh sir talked last time, the cartoon, okay, semiotic or multimedia dimensions of significance, these all come under the discourse, okay, oral or written, all. And cognition means that involves both personal as well as social beliefs, evaluation and emotions, and any other mental structures involved in production and understanding of discourse and interaction. Okay, try to own mental structure. Don't forget, if there is no mental structure, no cognition. When there is a mental structure, then there is the emotion, there is the evaluation, then you keep some faith or belief. So it is connected with the cognition. And next one is society. Society includes both the local, microstructure of situated face-to-face interaction, as well as the macro or global societal and political structure. Okay, variously defined in terms of groups or group relations, such as dominance and inequality, movements, various movements, Andolan, and the institution, organization, social processes, political systems, and a more abstract properties of societies and cultures. So these three things, 3 components need to be considered while analyzing discourse through multidisciplinary approach, or through this approach, let's say. And then aspects of analysis. I'm not going to repeat because we are running out of time. Do you have any question so far?
Sir, there is one line there, CDA should have 4 levels of adequacy, but what are the 4 levels of adequacy? It is not mentioned here.
Adequacy, yeah, very good point. Very good point. 4 level of adequacy, in which point I talked? 4 level of adequacy means it has to be adequate in itself first. Okay, CDA means it has to follow the, mainly the system, internal system. Are you getting me or not? Santosh sir?
Okay.
Anyway, we are running out of time. Very, very good question you raised. I will explain it, but I'm not going to reschedule the meeting today. We are at the last moment. So what are these 4 levels of adequacy? Try to find in the materials or in the Google search, or you can discuss among your colleagues, friends, and in next class you can just share. I will also give you some insights about this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for attending, everybody. So tomorrow we again meet at 3 o'clock. I will try to send you the link earlier, and you share. Those people who have no internet access, you can request them as well, like Mamata and other people, as much as possible, because tomorrow's class will be very important for you, since I am inviting some guests, and then